So let's go ahead and go through the comp plan. So there's about 7 ways they pay you here. I'm going to go through the 4 most important things. So number 1, the first way they pay you is through what's called fast start bonuses. Okay, this is also known as retail bonus. Now, before I get into the 4 ways they pay you, let's talk about the packages real quick. So we got package number 1. Package number 1 is $320. This is what I call the selfish pack. It's actually also known as partner pack. But if you're looking to just get one for yourself and you don't want to cover anybody else in your family, I call it the selfish pack, right? Partner pack. So the partner pack, actually, when you get this package right here, you get 1 Helo, 1 Himalayan salt plate, and then you also earn, you get $100. You actually generate $100 in sales volume, SV. And your earning potential is at, sorry about that. Let's do this. Business Center, BC, Business Center can earn up to $200,000 a week, okay? Which I'll explain that in a little bit. Okay. So on the other side, the family pack, $1,280. I call it the family pack because, obviously you want to take care of your family, you want to cover your family, right? Family pack. Also, it's known as the executive pack, so I don't confuse anybody. So the family pack for $1,280, it gets you purchase 4 Helos, and then you get 1 for free. So total, it's going to be 5 Helos. Okay? So you get 5 Helos. You get 5 Himalayan salt plates in addition to everything else. And then you produce $500 sales volume, SV. And you get 3 business centers that your income potential will be up to $600,000 weekly. It's more than enough income for anybody, right? So just remember these 2. All you have to know is number 1, $320 gets you $100 in sales volume. $1,280 gets you $500 in sales volume. Okay. Now, on the Fast Start bonus, anytime you enroll someone on the partner pack, you're going to earn 10%. And then so you're going to make $32 every single time someone goes on your website and purchase the product. Okay? Purchase 1. If someone actually goes on your website and purchases the family pack, instead of making 10%, you actually make 15%, and they're going to pay you $200 for every single person that enrolls. Okay. Now, here's what's really cool about this business model. There's no join fee. There's no extra fees aside of purchasing the product. When someone decides that, hey, I want to join the business, all they have to do is pick the product. They go on your website, and then they just have to go to the store, add the executive pack to their shopping cart, press next, and order it, and they're automatically in the business, okay? So the company leads with the customership first, and then the business comes secondary, okay? So that's number 1. So the Fast Start retail bonuses, again, when someone enrolls for they go online, they purchase the product on your website, you make $32. And on the executive pack, you make $200. Okay. So let me move forward from here. This was an easy one to understand. So the second one, which I know a lot of you guys are going to have questions on, by the way, let me just go to mute the line real quick. Hold on. Let me just mute it out. Participants. All right, continue. All right, cool. So where was I at here? All right, so the second way that they pay is binary binary, and it's also known as TVC, team volume commission. So how do you qualify for this? Okay. So first thing is, I just don't have enough room here. Let me clear it. There you go. So the first thing is, to qualify, you must be a team, you must qualify for team builder. Okay, so team builder. So how do you do that? This is you. You enroll one person on your left, and then you enroll one person on your right. Okay. Now, if they actually enroll on, if they generate 450 SV on both sides, you qualify for 20% on your team volume commission on the binary. Okay, so I'll explain that. Now, if you do less than 450, so if you generate $100 in sales volume, then you won't qualify for 20%. You'll actually qualify for only 10% until you meet the qualification of 450 SV on the left, 450 SV on the right. So let me give you an example real quick. Let's say you enroll someone on the partner pack, PP, on the left, and then you brought one other person on the right. Okay, partner pack on the left, partner pack on the right. When you do this, you qualify for 10% for life. Or all you have to do is bring in one executive pack over here, one executive pack over here, and an executive pack produces 500 SV, remember? So you do that, you've already met this requirement, so you now qualify for 20% for life. If they fall out, if this person quits, it doesn't matter. You actually qualify for team commissions / residual income at 20% for life on infinity debt. Okay, so there's no blockage. It goes to the very last sale in the lesser leg. Okay, so here's the thing though. Another question you're gonna probably ask me is, well, what if I enroll someone on the partner pack, and then they enroll someone on the partner pack, and they enroll someone on the partner pack, and it all adds up to 450 SV. Does that count? It doesn't count. You cannot do cumulative in here. Okay, so the only way you can actually qualify is if you have to personally do 450 SV. So that means that you can either A, bring 5 personal people on the partner pack on the left, and then 5 personal packs on the right. So total, you gotta do 10. You gotta enroll 10 separate people to do that. Or you can do it the way where all of us are doing right now, and you simply just bring one exec on the left, one exec on the right. Okay, so that's the most easiest way to do it, is to be able to just find 2 people. I mean, guys, just ask yourself this question. Do you know at least 2 people that have a family that want to blanket their family with a protection and safety of their health? If you can say yes to that, you can absolutely do this. It's not about the money. Honestly, for $12.80 to be able to cover all 5 people in your family, that's unheard of if you really think about it, right? Unheard of. Okay, so let me clear this here real quick. All right. So let's talk about the binary deeper. So how does the 20% work? So this is you again. And then the way the binary works is that it's all about matching the volume. So we only build 2 legs in this business, one on the left, one on the right. Okay, so the number that you want to think of is 450. 450 SV. Every time you create a match, 450 on the left, 450 on the right. Once you create an identical match, then you would actually create one payout. They call it a cycle here, okay? So you get one payout. So how do they pay out? Well, every time it matches, they're gonna pay you 20% on the shorter leg. So now that this is even, let's just say this leg is the shorter leg over here. Well, what's 20% of 450? You're going to get paid $90 in commission, whether it's a personal or it's coming from your team. It doesn't matter. So for the sake of math, I'm not going to make 450. Let's just say it's $500 SV, just for the sake of math, okay? All right. So let's say, for example, your team starts growing. And you had every single person bought the executive pack. 500 here, 500 here, 500 here, 500 here, and right there. Right there. Okay, so when you actually create this type of match, there's 1,500 over here, there's 1,500 over here. You just created a match. What's going to happen is they're going to go ahead and actually pay you on the lesser leg, on the shorter leg. So 20% of 1,500 is $300. You just got paid. Okay, so here's what's really cool about this type of compensation plan. They did an exact match. They paid you infinity depth, 20% on your lesser leg to the very last sale. And then you still have $500 left over. What happens to your larger leg? Well, all of this right here flushes out because why? Because the commission's already paid out. So there's $500 left over. What they're going to do is they're going to hold onto that volume for you because you haven't earned it yet. It's going to store for you in a bank. It's going to store right in a bank until you're ready to earn it out. So then let's say next week, the new commission cycle starts and you go out there and your team member decides whether it's this person who brought this person or this person or this person, it doesn't matter. Someone enrolls someone, put them on the left side, and then now you got another customer and purchase, and then another 500 SV just got generated. Well, here's what's really interesting. You just create another match. Once you create another match on this leftover volume on the larger leg, you just got another payout, so you just made another $100. So here's what's really cool about this compensation plan, you guys. Some of you guys probably been in the industry before, some of you may not. Here's one thing I'll tell you right now. The compensation plans that Seth, Van, and I have been used to are comp plans where they're like this. You got multiple legs that you're going to build. An average uni-level comp plan builds 3 legs. And then in order for you to max out it, you have to build 5. Okay, you have to have 5. They might be placed in 3 legs, but to max out the compensation plan, you need to do 5 on the average uni-level comp plan. And in a uni-level, what's interesting about it is that in a calendar month, let's say this is January, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 30th. And then let's say this is February, and this is the first of the month. In a uni-level comp plan, let's say you worked all month, and you got to the 30th, and then you generated $20,000. Let's just call it SV, okay? $20,000 in sales volume. Well, on the first of the month, once the month starts over, the volume actually flushes out and you start at 0. So here's my question. What happened to all the volume that you couldn't earn? What I mean by that is in a uni-level compensation plan, usually, for example, on the 4th or 5th rank in a compensation plan, doesn't matter what business it is, you're going about 4 to 5 levels, or what they call nowadays generation, where you can earn residual income. Usually the average residual is 5 to 8% max on residual, on team commissions. So what happens, let's say, for example, your volume of 20,000 went beyond the 5th level. What if it was on the 6th, the 7th, all the way down to the 11th level? How did you earn it? What if there was over $10,000 in sales volume beyond the 5th level? Who earns that money? Well, In a uni level, if you are at the 4th level in the compensation plan or 3rd level, you would actually have a cut right here, and anything that goes beyond this, you wouldn't earn it. The person that would earn it wouldn't be you, it would be the company. Okay, and here's what's also interesting. Usually in a uni level compensation plan, there must be auto shipments that actually maintain what we call the structure, right? So there's 3 auto shipments. If one of them cancel, or in some cases, some comp plans, you need 3 legs that got 3 legs to maintain your structure of this rank. What happens if this one fell out? Would you maintain your rank? Of course not. What if this person fell out? Would you maintain your rank? Of course not. And when a rank isn't maintained, there's officially now a lock. And now this lock locks you from earning above this level, and all of this money, no matter how much money volume you have, it goes and pays out to the company. That's why they say the uni-level comp plan is the most stable comp plan for a company, but it pays the least for the distributor. Okay. What is interesting about what I noticed about this is that it would take you years just to get to a stable income. Because why? Because every month the volume would reset back to 0, and the company would absorb that money even though you haven't earned out on it yet. Because why? Because you haven't hit that rank yet. You haven't gone past the 6th, the 7th, or the 8th level. Well, in a binary comp plan, just like I showed you earlier, when you're building a business and it's growing above and beyond the amount of volume that you're not matching, this may pay out. Okay, you might get 20% right there. You will get 20% for there, but this right here that's left over, that goes beyond the level. Remember that I drew out earlier? Who earns that in a uni level? The company does. But in this one, who earns beyond that level? The company will not earn out on it. They will leave it there until you do what? Until you match it. They will leave it there in a bank until you are ready to cash out on it and pay you that 20% on that lesser leg. Guys, when Van and I heard about this, we flipped out because I look back at the millions and millions, and now I'm pretty sure Seth is thinking the same thing. He's thinking, oh my gosh, I've made the company tens of millions of dollars and you could have never cashed it out, right? No, I'm not regretting the past or anything about it. We've made tremendous amount of money, but I will tell you this right here in itself is to us a game changer, because now you can finally, the hard work you do, one leg might grow faster than the other. That's going to happen. You might flip it back and forth until you match them. But whatever the case is, there's always an opportunity for you to cash out on the business and the work you've done. Okay. So that's something that we're really excited about, the binary comp plan. So let me clear this here. So to qualify, just remember, okay, so to qualify for it, you must enroll one person on the left, one person on the right, just like I said, and just get them on the exec pack. That way you qualify for 20% for life, okay? And you're going to earn that on infinity depth. So if you guys want to see in a bigger scale, you generate 10,000 in sales volume, you're going to make $2,000 for the week. You generate $100,000 in sales volume, you're going to make $20,000 for the week or the month, okay? The one thing I absolutely love about this is that what you see, the percentage, it's easy to calculate. In other compensation plans, you don't even know how to calculate. Here, you got $20,000 in sales volume. You already know, just take 20% of it. That simple, right? So that's how the binary works. So number one, you got fast start bonuses. Number two, you got the binary that pays you 20%. And then number three, you got the check matches. Oh man, guys, this one right here is nuts. I've seen check matches, but I've never seen check matches the way this company does it. Very rewarding, very lucrative. So the way check matches work is it follows the enroller, okay? So whoever that, bottom line, the person that sponsors the most will earn the most on check matches. That's the bottom line, okay? So if you're out there and you're prospecting and you're sharing this product, you're showing the 2-minute commercial, you're showing the 7-minute overview, and you're putting them into the webinar, the person that does that the most will benefit the most from number 3, the check match. So here's how the check match works. This is you. Let's say, for example, you sponsor this person right here. The first generation, you're going to earn 10% of their team volume commission. So what does that mean? Let's say on their team commissions, on their binary, they go out there and they make $1,000, okay? They make $1,000. You pick up 10% of that, you pick up $100. They make $10,000 for the week, you pick up $1,000 for the week. They make $100,000 for the week, you make $10,000 for the week. Fair enough, right? It's very simple. Now it gets better. Now they go out there and they enroll person number 2. Now, not you, they enrolled. Okay, so let me just color coordinate this so you guys don't get confused. Let's say they enrolled. Let's say they enrolled somebody. They're now, this is first generation, this is second generation. Second generation now, you earn 5% on the team volume commission. So this person right here, let's call him Jack. This is Bob. Let's say Jack enrolls Bob right here. Jack would make 10% off of Bob. But because Bob is your second generation, you would earn 5%. So if Bob makes $10,000 a month in team volume commission, you would pick up $500 a month. Bob signs up Cindy. You would earn 5% on the third generation. And then Cindy would earn Kate. You would earn 5% on the fourth generation. 5, 6, 7 right here, you would also earn 5% all the way down to the 7th. And then 8, 9, and 10. I don't even have enough room. These right here, you would earn 1%, 1%, 1%. So total that you would earn from all of it, you would earn up to 48% on the check match alone. Every single generation as it goes down, guys. This is a lot of money, okay? By the way, I'm actually running out of battery, so let me go and get my charger. Give me a second here. Oh, there it is. All right, so that's definitely a lot of money that comes out. So I wanted to draw out like this real quick so you guys can have a better idea. So when this right here, this type of compensation plan allows you to be able to actually stack on top of each other. So let's say you enrolled person right here, Frank, but then Frank enrolls Cindy. But then you just went ahead and enrolled another person and you put them right underneath Cindy, Ashley. Well, right here, this is generation 1. You earn 10%. This was a recruit from Frank, so this is generation 2, so in 5%. But you went ahead and enrolled a new person, you placed them right here. So this is actually generation 1, so you earn 10% right here. Guys, you can stack as many people as much as possible on top of each other. And why is this important? Because the more volume gets generated, how much bigger can this 10% be? As big as it can, because the more volume that gets generated, the more Frank starts building out his other team, the bigger the 10%. So you can stack, again, like I said, the more recruits that you do, the more you stack on top of each other, the bigger the percentage of the volume you're going to get. So the person that recruits and sponsors the most customers is always going to be the person that's going to be able to bank the most on the check matches, okay? Now, let me see here. Let me draw in another scenario. Now, the other question I get a lot from time to time is, okay, Tuan, so you're telling me that in a binary, you're earning 20% on the lesser leg. So this leg right here is growing larger. This one's absolutely going to be like growing on its own. So why would I ever want to place why would I ever want to place in this leg if I'm not earning it right away? Because I have to match it. What if it's so deep, I'm not earning it? Well, what's interesting about it is that naturally, every single person here will naturally have a leg that's going to grow on its own slowly through time. Why? Because your sponsor naturally is going to go ahead and actually sponsor some on the left and the right. And your sponsor may be right here. And if they have to place right here, guess where they're going to place? They're going to place right here. So you're naturally going to have a leg that's going to be shared between you and your upline, and it's going to grow on its own. However, what's interesting is that if you decide to place in this leg, which you will, this leg will have a lot of opportunity of having people above them and below them build on top of each other. And if this person is placed right here, they actually have more volume coming in. And if they have more volume coming in, it will be easier for them to build out their other leg. And what do you earn? You earn a bigger 10%. You earn a faster and bigger 10%. Now, what does it mean if they're over here, though? You're like, wait a minute, are you telling me that if I put them over here, they're hopeless, that they're not going to get this big old leg then? No. Over here, you're motivated by the 20%. So it drives a different behavior. Over here, you're going to earn a bigger 10% because of the massive sheer amount of volume. But so this leg actually grows massively on its own. And as this leg grows massively on its own, you're going to earn faster on the 10%. But over here, people over here, even though they're in your lesser leg, you're spending more time with them and you're growing them because why? You want to be able to compete against this leg. You want to be able to match it, right? So you're going to spend more time. You're going to put more, not to say you're not going to give it less love over here, but look, you're already giving them love by putting them into a shared leg. You're over here putting a lot of your attention to be able to blow out a leg over here to be able to catch up to the one over here. And so this over here has more attention because you're driving it and you're looking to match it between this leg over here. Okay. So placing, even though my whole point of this whole scenario is that even though you don't earn binary on this right here, you're earning the matching bonus over here aggressively through the sheer amount of volume coming in. And one last thought before I move forward. You do earn off of both legs. You know, I said this earlier before, not on this call, but I said to somebody else, and I said that the correct terminology of a binary is when you actually have 500 over here, 500 over here, when it matches, it pays out. So the real way to say it is that you take 500, 500, and you add it together. You get 1,000. So earlier I said you get paid 20% on the lesser leg. But the reality is you get paid 10%. You get paid 10% on the total volume, which is $100. How much is 20% of 500? $100. It's the same exact thing. But it's always easier to say you get paid 20% on your lesser leg. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So guys, my whole point of what I went through with the binary and the matching bonus is that on a lower scale, you can actually understand the concept. You can actually drive this business in an insane big way. You can actually grow this business to the point where it's going to get to the point where you're going to do $100,000 in sales volume. Oh, sorry, 100,000. Man, I can't even write anymore. I've been doing so many of these. So you can do $100,000 in sales volume. You're not going to do it. Your team is going to do it. You're going to have a leg that's going to continue to grow on its own naturally through time, and you're going to have $100,000 sales volume. And eventually, you're going to be able to want to catch up to it. So as you catch up, let's say, for example, you did, I don't know, let's say you did $30,000 in sales volume, okay, over here. Well, if you take 30,000 and you match it with the 100,000, take 30,000 and then you times it by 20%, I think it's 6,000. Yep. So you just matched it. So you just got paid $6,000 by having a team produce $30,000 in sales volume. So What happens to the 100,000? There's $70,000 left in the bank waiting for you to match it. But you just got paid $6,000. So you guys might be wondering, 30,000, that's a lot of people to enroll. Guys, I'll just break it down easier. 30,000 at $500 by the way, every person that enrolls also gets the membership, and if they add the membership right away, that's another $50 in sales volume in the beginning. So technically, your team has to enroll only has to enroll 54 people to produce $6,000 in commission just on the binary. Okay, and if you want to check match that, at that position at 30,000, you are a double diamond. A double diamond, you are earning 20%. So take 6,000 and then just match it at 20% on the match. So you just add another $1,200. So guys, just for the week alone with the matching bonus and the binary, you just made $7,200 for the week because we close out week here. So you made $7,200 a week. Let's just say that you did that for the whole month. How much volume is that? 30,000 times by 4. You generate 120,000 volume, okay, at 20%. You just made 24,000 for the month in the binary. And then at, 20% in matching bonuses, add another $4,800. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, the fourth way they pay you is the car bonus. So if you when you qualify diamond 4 consecutive weeks, which I'll explain how that works, you're going to get another $1,000 car bonus. So far for the month, just doing 30,000 in volume a week. Sorry, I'm getting like text message at the same time. So 24,000, obviously I could probably do the math, but I'll just calculate just for fun. You just made almost 30,000, $29,800 for the month. You maintain that for the whole year, $357,600 for the year. Guys, some of you guys may look at this and go, is that even possible? 54 people to qualify for the week. If you can do it for 1 week, you can do it another week. And remember, this is all about duplication. If you have 54 people, ask yourself, what if you were able to teach these 54 people to show a 2-minute commercial, a 7-minute overview, and a 30-minute webinar? And it duplicates, okay? So very, very cool, guys. So let's go back to what we were talking about. So you get number 1, fast start bonus. Number 2, you earn binary. Number 4, you earn matching bonuses. And then, 3, you earn matching bonuses. 4, you earn car bonus, 1,000. Okay, you earn $1,000 a month, qualifying for diamond 4 weeks in a row. So let's talk about the ranks real quick so you guys can understand. And then that's how you can see how you can unlock the matching bonuses and stuff like that. So, I'm like 80. Let me show you this. So to actually qualify for the matching bonuses, you guys, you have to unlock career path. How do you do that? So first step, become a team builder. Find 2 people purchasing the executive pack. To qualify for matching and open up a career path, you have to help your 2 find their 2. Okay, help those 2 find their 2. And when you do that, you unlock the rest of the compensation plan. Okay, so you can actually do $100,000 in volume, but you're not going to get recognized for any rank. Okay, so you must do this in order to get recognition for the ranks and to actually earn the matching bonuses. Okay, all right. So let's see here. So how do you qualify for diamond? So diamond is doing 10,000 in volume on the left 10,000 volume on the right. 10,000 volume on the left, 10,000 volume right. How does that look like? Really simple. You can either A, do it the hard way with partner packs and enroll 100 people on the left and 100 people on the right. Why? Because partner packs produces $100 in sales volume. Or you can enroll 20 people. 20 on the exec pack on the left, 20 exec pack on the right. Okay? You do that, you automatically qualify for diamond. And honestly, at this position, this is a high rank position. So you're making at 20%, you're making $2,000 a week. In a month, you're making $8,000 a month. With a $1,000 car bonus and matching bonus of at least 20%, $1,600. You make $10,600 for the month. Okay? Guys, honestly, this is the most simplest thing I've ever seen. Tell me one company that you can think of that it takes less than 20 people on the lesser leg, 20 people to actually earn, and you do that weekly, 4 weeks in a row, and you're going to make $10,600 for the month, $100,000 a year. But my question is this, can other people do it? Yeah, because honestly, there's only 3 steps we do here. 3 simple steps. Number 1, become a customer, buy the product. Number 2, find 2 people and become a team builder. Number 3, help your 2 find 2 and become a team developer. And then you just duplicate these 3 steps. And then you drive your business week by week to actually go out there and knock out diamond, you guys. Unbelievable. So check this out. Did you know that if you were a diamond and you brought 1 diamond over here and 1 diamond over here, you'd make $6,000 a month. You'd make $6,000 a month if you became a diamond and you helped, not 6,000, 6,000 a week. I apologize. You became a diamond and you helped 2 other people hit diamond and they maintain rank. You would make $6,000 a week. You go out there and actually help 1 person hit president. You would make, wow. If you did that, you would be making $20,000 a week. Okay? Guys, definitely a lot of opportunity here. The last few things here, and before I open up for some questions, is there's a promotion that's going on right now. It's the exotic car promotion. So this actually will go on from now till May 15. You just have to qualify for president, millionaire, okay? Just want to make sure, any 4 weeks. Any 4 weeks. It can be on and off. You can hit it 1 week. Next week you miss it. The week after that you hit it again. That's fine. But any 4 weeks you hit president, millionaire, you can either get a Ferrari, I don't know if I'm spelling it right, Lamborghini, or a Rolls Royce, okay? One of the 3. And they will not 1099 you. That means that they're going to absorb the tax and they're going to pay for it. You're going to go ahead and actually literally get the car, earn it outright. They're going to give you the title to the car. No car bonus, no monthly payments, no lease or anything like that. They're actually going to take whatever the price is on a Ferrari, Lambo, or Rolls Royce, and they're going to pay it off, and they're going to give you the note to it. Guys, I've never seen anything like this before. And what does it take to hit that, okay? I'm going to show you guys the President Millionaire volume. Now, I know this is, like I said, Seth said, this is not for you to share with a new person that's checking it out, but it's just for you guys to learn. You can see the dream. You can see a vision of where the potential where this is going to go. But at President Millionaire, you got to generate $250,000 in volume in your lesser leg, right? And of course, you got to match them, 250, 250. But honestly, let me just kind of break it down. So you get $500 from an exec pack. Everyone gets a loyalty membership, so you add another $50. So it's $550 of when you enrolled someone brand new. Okay, so let's just say this isn't counting the memberships that are staying in the books, which I'm going to talk about in a second. So $550. So $550, you take $250,000 and you divide by 550 is what you get from exec pack with the membership. And you just have to have 450 people on your left side and 450 people on your right side. If you go across the industry, there's not one, literally, I can't find one company that you can get to the very top. President Millionaire, they barely opened up Double President and Grand President Millionaire. But up until 2 or 3 months ago, President Millionaire was the highest position. And you can actually hit that position with 450 on your left and 450 on your right, which is definitely, it's very, very possible. Maybe I'm over dreaming it, but I honestly believe that every single one of you can actually knock that out. You put your head down, you start running. And by the way, not just talking about the money wise, okay? Not talking about the card, just the binary that you're going to earn out of it. You're going to earn $50,000 a week, $200,000 a month. Yep. All right. So obviously you can see why I'm so excited about this, right? Okay, so guys, I think, am I missing anything else? Okay, let's talk about one more thing, the loyalty membership, and then we'll open up for any Q&A. So we have something very unique here. We have the loyalty membership. It's $59. And the one thing I'll tell you right now is there's a tremendous amount of benefit coming from it. I mean, you get all sorts of different benefits. Now, I don't want to take a moment and spend too much time training on it. You can go to worldgm.com and you can look up the benefits yourself. My favorite things is you get the free updated Helo, the new model every single year for free. You get the new Infolio phone, $600 value for free. They also pay you an additional 1%, okay, of your TVC. So you're already earning 20% already. But they're going to add an additional 1%, making it 21% on your team volume commission. But what they're going to do is they're going to take the extra 1% and they're going to put it into a piggy bank. As long as you maintain your $59 a month, every single month after 12 months consecutive, they're going to go ahead and actually release this bank to you as a way of saying thank you for being a loyal member. And what does this mean? This could mean few $100s. This could mean paying off your, the tax money on it, right? For other people, they're gonna look at their team volume, this 1% loyalty box, and it's gonna be $20,000, right? For some people. So again, this is gonna actually retain loyalty memberships on the books, you guys. And why is this important? Because right here is where the residual income is. So how does this work? Well, number one, earlier I talked about fast start bonuses. So how does the fast start bonus work in? Anytime someone goes onto your website and they purchase your website, any type of purchase, it will kick out a fast start bonus. So someone goes on your website and they add the loyalty membership with the purchase of a Helo or a family pack. You're going to earn 10% of the 59. So your fast start bonus will be $6 from that. In addition to that, out of the 59, $30 of it will be SV that's going to be generated into the binary. So 20% of the 30, it would be another $6. So the most you can earn is $12 in what? Residual income. Okay, because you're going to earn $6 from earning a fast start bonus every single month that they pay for. $59 gets charged, you make $6 fast start bonus. But in addition to that, $6 goes into the binary, and as long as that $6 gets generated and then it adds up to $450, they'll pay you 20% of that, which makes it $6 for every 30. So total you can earn is $12 a month on residual income. I've never seen anything like this before. Ever. Okay. So let's do this, you guys. What I want to do is the 1% paid only on the lesser leg or on the total team sales on both legs? 1% will be paid on the lesser leg. 1% will be paid on the lesser leg. Okay. All right. So does anybody else have any questions about anything I just said? I know I just went through it really deep for 45 minutes, but I can tell you right now that all you have to do in this business, while you guys are asking any questions, is the most important thing is to set a goal. Okay. Right. The goal right now is to set a goal. And the goal is you need to have an end in mind. Okay. So while questions are being generated, I do have to say that the ultimate goal for anybody right now is to focus on hitting diamond. But in order for you to hit diamond, you got to work backwards. So what do? You got to hit team developer. Okay. So how do you hit team developer? You enroll 2, they get 2. But before team developer, okay. Give me a second. So before you team developer, what do you have to hit? Team builder. Okay, so how do you hit team builder? You got to find 2 people that enroll in the exec pack. Exec. Okay, so you need to start with the exec pack first. Why is that? As you can see on everything I've just trained you, it's all about driving the volume, driving the amount of more products out into the marketplace, and be able to actually, if you go out there and you put $500 in volume into the business, it goes into the bottom of the binary. Everyone's going to benefit from that $500 SV. And so you get an exec pack, you actually find 2 people that enroll in the exec pack, help those 2 find their 2 that gets in the exec pack, and you go out there and do it in between here. You do it 4 more times. Okay. Help break 4 team developers, and eventually you'll have enough volume to go hit diamond. Okay. So the key behind all this is the faster you do it, the better. You do this in 48 hours, which many of you guys already done already. Team developer, knock it out in less than 1 week. And as long as you teach people to do this, and you have 4 people doing it in the same week that you're doing it, you'll hit diamond. And diamond is 20 exec on the left, 20 on the right. So that's the strategy, guys. Exec, team builder on exec, help those 2 get 2 all on exec, and then do this within 48, do it in a week, help 4 other people do it in 1 week at the same time you're doing it, and then you'll have enough volume to hit diamond. Check match is either leg as long as they are your person recruits correct. Great question, guys. Very good question. So the check match, it follows the enroller, not where it's placed. So you can, let's say this is you. You're the personal sponsor. You sponsor them, you put them over here, you put them over here. You're going to get 10% over here. You're going to get 10% over here. So it doesn't matter either way where you place them, as long as they're personally sponsored by you. Okay? If they're personally sponsored, it's going to follow wherever you place them. Okay? Whether it's the personal leg or the personal leg or the team leg. Okay. All right.